All right. So here's another thing to keep in mind about how you have to use a home warranty. If you are taking care of your home and maintaining it on your own, you're going to usually go through EMG's list or Craigslist or Thumbtack and find a vendor, maybe the Yellow Pages, if you remember what those were. You're going to call up a guy, hey, I need this repaired, or maybe call a few people. You're looking for some quotes. You're going to call them directly and schedule. But when you have a home warranty, that gets intercepted by the warranty company. So what you're going to do is you're actually going to call your warranty company or go online to their website or submit through their ticket portal or whatever it is, what you need done. And then they will arrange for a service provider to come out. So this does a couple of things for you. It actually has a number of surprise advantages. So it makes scheduling quite a bit easier because many of these warranty companies, when you go in and submit a claim, you'll maybe select, hey, I have a problem with my garbage disposal. It's a plumbing issue. And you kind of answer some questions, and then it'll give you the scheduler and say, hey, when do you want someone to come out? And you'll just select a convenient time for you. And then the warranty company will take care of that. Find a service provider that come out at that time. And that's pretty good because you don't have to bother with that. The other thing that they do, they have pre-negotiated contracts with service providers. They're pre-screened. And so you don't actually have to, one, try to read reviews. Is this person trustworthy? Did they do a good job? Do they have good rankings? You also don't have to worry about like how they get paid, like what payment methods they take. And on top of that, you don't have to care about like how much they would charge for that service. A lot of times when we're booking something privately, it's you get a quote for $250 and $300 and $220. So you're taking the cheapest provider. In this case, you don't have to keep shopping it around too, because those providers are handled by the warranty company. Some surprise advantages, actually, I think, for most of us in the consumer space to get these things done pretty easily. Now, another catch here is that the repairs are determined by the provider. So what you would do is you would report a problem. Let's say your washing machine is having a problem on the fritz, broken, smoking in this case. You report that. They would send out a service provider. They would look at it and decide whether they're going to repair it or if they're going to replace it. So you can't say, hey, I'd rather just have a new one. That's not how it works. They decide what they're going to do, and they will take care of that. Usually what's in the best financial interest of the home warranty company. Now, in some cases, I will say there's an exception here that sometimes they will say, hey, we're going to repair it. And you say, hey, I would like it replaced. They will cover what they would have spent on the repair, and you will have to put in the extra money if there's an additional cost for replacing it. Say, hey, the repair is $100 cheaper, but if you want to pay the other $100 just to replace the item, sometimes they will do that. So that's something that you got to keep in mind. There are also a number of things that are offered from home warranty companies specifically excluded. Roof replacements are usually not in any home warranty contracts. And roof replacement is not usually covered by homeowner insurance companies unless it's the result of damage or hail or something like that. However, many home warranty companies will cover leaks. So they will fix a leak if you have it, replace the shingles, do some drywall repair if need be. Garages, these are another thing, the devil's in the details. The garage door openers are usually covered. So if that's not working, they'll come out and send someone out to fix it. But usually those springs that help lift the garage door are not covered. So the spring would be something that you'd have to replace on your own if it broke. But the garage door opener itself, you could do it. Again, on refrigerators, often the refrigerator is covered in most contracts, but things like the ice maker might not be. So some refrigerators don't even have ice makers. Some have them as a separate add-on piece, but because it's its own thing and maybe often has problems, a lot of home warranty companies will specifically exclude the ice maker. The other thing that are often excluded are what they call second appliances. So some people will have a second freezer in their garage, maybe they hunt or they have a lot of food or big family, whatever. Usually the second appliance, other than your primary appliance, is not covered. Okay. Now, there are usually a lot of things that are not included in home warranty contracts, but can be added with an additional rider or what they call a special add-in if you have a pool. So a lot of homes have pools with them. Usually those aren't covered, but you usually can pay an extra monthly fee to have your pool covered. Maybe you're on a well or a septic system. You live in the country or have those individual systems. Usually those aren't covered, but some companies allow you to add those in for an extra fee. Even things like coach houses and guest houses, depending on how much square footage they have, or pool houses, can be added on. Sometimes there's sinks, plumbing, bathroom, heating, cooling. And so that's nice to be able to just add that on to your existing contract. The other thing that is treated separately are what we call premium brands. So there are a number of premium brands in the appliance world, like this Viking here. You may have chosen to upgrade to this. This is not something that's standard or typical. So if you have a problem with it, often the coverage is going to be limited. So what they will do is maybe cover it up to the cost of the traditional appliance, but anything above that, because you have a premium brand, would have to be paid out of pocket. So just kind of keep that in mind too, if you really like premium brands or upgraded appliances when you moved in or bought a place or built a place.